On February the 5th, 2024, at 11:30 a.m., school resource officers observed an altercation between several students inside the Southeast High School. There was an altercation between several girls inside the gym of the school. Resource officers responded and separated the girls. A resource officer attempted to escort one of the female students away from the altercation when she became combative and began mule kicking him in the scrotum several times. A resource officer took the student down to the ground. While the resource officer were attempting to put handcuffs on the female student, Tre'viar attempted to intervene with the arrest of the female student. Tre'viar put the resource officer into a headlock for several seconds. Several officers came to the victim's aid, and Tre'viar was placed under arrest. The victim was in medical distress and appeared to vomit and have labored breathing. The victim lost consciousness before going to the ICU. Tre'viar Lowe was identified by several witnesses. He was also identified in surveillance video. Tre'viar was arrested and charged with assault, 3rd degree. During an interview with 12, Tre'viar stated he was walking around the school looking for his girlfriend. Tre'viar stated as he was walking down a set of stairs, he could see a scuffle between his girlfriend and 12. Tre'viar observed officers slam his girlfriend down to the ground 2 separate times in the scuffle. Tre'viar stated he went to the aid of his girlfriend and placed 12 in a headlock. Tre'viar stated as he had 12 in a headlock, a second officer responded and attempted to pull him off the officer. Tre'viar stated as the officer was pulling him away, he kept the headlock on. Tre'viar stated he eventually let the officer go and continued to resist due to him being upset about the use of force used on his girlfriend. Tre'viar stated he did not want to hurt the officer. So it was a school fight, and you went to break the fight up, and you got repeatedly kicked in your scrotum. Mule kicked, okay? Okay, first of all, what is a scrotum? Okay, because I had to look that up, and I guess it said it was like a skin sac that contains your testicles. So I guess that's what a scrotum is. So he was getting kicked in this scrotum area, and I'm not for sure because I didn't look up the picture, but I believe the scrotum area is around the nuts or the balls. So I'm not for sure, but I believe the scrotum area is a sensitive area. So he was being kicked in his scrotum repeatedly, okay? Repeatedly. So I don't know. I think she was going in a backwards way. He was kind of behind this female, and she was just going at it on his, kicking him in the scrotum. All right. And I probably let go. I probably dropped him because from what I hear, the scrotum is a sensitive area. So this guy's scrotum was just being abused. Okay. And all he was trying to do was break up this fight. Okay. He seen these girls fighting, and this female almost crushed this guy's scrotums. Okay, so I don't know what it feels like, to just be repeatedly mule kicked in my scrotums. But this guy, he went through it. Okay, because from what I'm hearing, this happened on the 5th, and this is about the 9th, so his scrotums are still hurting right now, okay? It takes longer than that for, your scrotums and stuff to heal up, okay? So this guy, he's still in a lot of pain from being mule kicked in his scrotum area, all right? Now, and now is any way from, I know they got cameras on these officers now. Is any way they can get them like a scrotum protector so this doesn't happen to their scrotums again? Because after everybody in the school finds out this guy's scrotum's, got kicked in, everybody's gonna be doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I just think they probably need some type of protection for that scrotum area. Now, how bad did this guy get choked out? Because it said he was throwing up, he couldn't breathe, and then once he got to the hospital, he lost consciousness, and they had to take this guy to ICU because he got choked out. Okay, and this wasn't an MMA choke, because I don't think this guy was just. This was just a random, grab a neck and then squeeze as hard as you can. He wasn't like a trained MMA professional choke. Okay, this was just I'm gonna grab his neck and get him off my girl kind of choke. It was no training behind this choke. It was basically a hood choke. Okay, just grab his neck and more like a penitentiary type choke. All right. We on the yard and this guy's been talking and I had to choke him up, and he just grabbed this guy's neck. And like I say, I don't know how much this resource officer was playing into it because he wanted to get paid on a lawsuit or whatever, but it seems like he may be going after a lawsuit next because he racked up a mighty enormous medical bill, okay, because he's probably still in ICU, and they said that he lost consciousness. So, and this was after the fact when he was at the hospital. So and they said that his voice sound raspy now. So I don't see him back working anytime soon. I think he's more than likely he's going to be trying to get some type of paid leave, and he'll probably go after a lawsuit next because his scrotums were crushed, and his neck was choked, and his neck was almost crushed. But his neck, it wasn't broke, but his breathing area where he breathed his air through, it was damaged. Okay, it was damaged, and this guy was just trying to get a check. Okay. Now, now this Tre'viar guy, and I'm not sure if I'm saying his name correctly because it kind of looks like not caviar, but half a caviar, but with Trey there, and I'm mixing it up, Tre'viar. So, but I can understand where he was coming from, because when you see somebody choking your girlfriend out and just slamming her up against the ground, it's a lot of men that's going to react to that, regardless of who's doing it. That's just a manly reaction. It's a part of being a man. You see somebody manhandling your woman or your girlfriend, a lot of men are not going to think in that time. So another man know you don't go around abusing other men's girlfriend, because a lot of men, regardless of what the rules and all that is, if they see you, in a lot of times it don't even have to be that person's girlfriend. If somebody see you outside just beating on, abusing a woman, a lot of men are gonna intervene. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. So that's just a natural manly reaction. He sees his girlfriends in perceived danger, and he wants to do something about it. So the only thing he can think to do in that second is grab this guy's neck and hold on as tight as possible, okay? Because now I'm angry, all right? And that's what happened. And like the guy said, I don't believe he was trying to hurt the officer. It was just a split-second decision, and it was just a natural reaction. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.